Hey everybody, Tim McDonald here from Climate Desk at the Climate Change Summit in Paris, which has finally just concluded. It's an incredibly exciting moment here. Diplomats from around the world, after working on climate change negotiations for over 20 years, have finally managed to reach a legally binding agreement that almost every country on Earth has agreed to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions over time and start to prepare for the impacts of climate change. This is it right here. I'm holding it in my hands. This is the agreement. It's about 25 pages long. This is the first ever legally binding document internationally that starts to tackle climate change. Now, there are some things in this that not everyone was happy with, and in fact, right at the very end of the negotiation, up until just about an hour ago, we were waiting to hear. It turned out there were actually some typos in this document that kind of threw a wrench into the works right at the last minute, but that appears to be resolved now. This agreement has been officially adopted just minutes ago, and now the really difficult work starts to take place. A lot of the things that are in this agreement don't necessarily get us to where we need to be on climate change. The problem isn't solved. What this does instead is to set out a set of steps starting in 2018, 2020, and then every 5 years after that, countries are going to be ramping up their climate ambitions. This really kind of lays out the roadmap for where we're going to be going with this over the next 10, 15, 20 years. So the problem's not solved yet, but now we have a kind of view of what this is going to look like in the future. It's hard for me to overstate how significant this moment is. Like I said, this is something we've been working on and waiting for a very long time. It's a huge moment for the climate change movement, and I'm going to go join the party. Have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.